Canto 12. Where a vast canyon cleft the cliff-top edge, I saw, as from an alpine mountain's height, a rockfall sloping down between dark walls, so steep and far I shuddered at the sight. Think of that avalanche of ruined stones near Trent that people call the Slides of Mark, which spills from lofty summit to the plain. Such was our stairway down through the ravine, while sprawling across the top I saw that monstrous and bull-headed shame of Crete, that spawn of depraved Queen Pasiphae, whom only a bull's prick could satisfy, and crouching in a hollow wooden cow, got what she craved. On seeing us, her child bellowed, and bit his dewlaps with rage, at which my master cried, No, this is not Duke Theseus who slew you long ago. This man must see the violently wrong you guard below. So, beast, out of our way. As bull stabbed fatally by butcher's knife, before death strikes, has breath to plunge and kick, so did the Minotaur. My guide said, Quick, let us slip past while the fury blinds the brute. We did, both stepping down the tree of stones that shifted under my more weighty foot. I pondered this until he said, Perhaps you contemplate these rockfalls which permit your easier descent into the pit. They were not here when I last came this way, before that hero from the world above rescued so many souls from sin and shame. In limbo, then, I heard a joyful shout, as if our universe was cleft by love, and certainly an earthquake split these cliffs when he came here to fetch his people out. Now look below. You will begin to see a flood of boiling blood devised to pain those who, by force, hurt other folk for gain. Between the cliff foot and a wide red moat that curved around the level's inner ring, I saw a troop of centaurs galloping, all armed like bowmen, out to hunt for deer. They stopped as we came down. Three left the troop, put arrows in their bowstrings, and drew near. One called, Halt, you from above. Stand there. Declare what tortures you deserve. Speak, or I'll shoot. My guide called back, What I am here to say is for the ears of Chiron, not for yours. And leading me towards that well-drilled band murmured, That speaker tried to steal the bride of Hercules, who shot him dead for it. Chiron, the centaur chief, once kept a school for heroes where Achilles, Hercules, and others trained. His troops patrol the shore of this hot moat, ensuring souls don't rise more than they should above the scalding flood. We stood before this chief, our heads below the line at which the horse and man combine. From his great height Chiron regarded us, then took a dart, and with the feathered end parted his beard, exposing his wide mouth, and said to the companions at his side, Look at the one behind, the follower, whose feet imprint the soil. He is not dead. Not in the least, swiftly declared my guide. He has been sent by one on high to view the depths controlled by you, the wisest beast. I pray you, by the power that led us here, let one you trust escort us to the ford, and carry this man over on his back. He is no spirit who can fly through the air. Chiron addressed the centaur to his right. Nessus, do what he asks. Take care of them. Make sure no other troops cause them delay. We and our new guide paced along the bank, amid dank steam that rose from the canal of bubbling blood, with many a piercing scream. Those sunk to eyebrows in the hellish stew could make no outcry, though they suffered most. And should, our centaur cried. These plunderers gloried in slaughter, spilling blood like water, seizing by force nations not rightly theirs. That bald dome was the boss of Sicily, Dionysus, poisoned at last, who pestered Carthage, Greece, and Italy. That scalp is Alexander's, called the Great, for grabbing states from Greece to India, dying when 33. He overate. Those black hairs in the soup revealed to be the place of the tyrant Azzolino, who brought woe to Puada, Verona, Brescia. The fair hair nearby belongs to grim Obizo of Ferrara, rich with loot, vile gains for which his own son murdered him. Wondering how my master liked this god, I looked at him. Smiling, he replied, Let me be dumb a while and learn with you. As we advanced, above the simmering gore, wild shrieking heads emerged, and we saw more, as such people as the moat grew shallower, one waist-deep soul, a little way apart, our centaur said was Simon Motford's son, who had avenged in church his father's death by stabbing England's crown prince to the heart, screaming among those grand aristocrats were pirates, highway robbers, human dregs, Though now the moat boiled only lower legs, where feet alone were stewed, I recognized faces I knew. Not wanting tete-a-tetes, I looked aside, and so we did not speak. Now we can cross, the centaur Nessus said. Beyond the bed sinks to the other side, where Attila and such as he abide, so deep that none will see them any more. So, on his back, I reached the further shore.